I decided to make a summary video for the previous sessions. What we talked about previously was so important. We already talked about an overview of cryptocurrency trading and technical analysis, which is divided in two different seasons. Season 1 is an overlook. I highly recommend you go and check it out. I leave the link down in the description. And then I started the second season and dive into more details. So I want to have a summary up to the moment after 6 sessions, what we talked about. Let's go to the chart, waste no more time, and make some examples. But before that, if you haven't checked those videos, because today I don't want to teach you those stuff. We want to just take some practices and take our knowledge into action in real field. Let's do it together. All right, this is Bitcoin to USDT 5 minutes chart. And as I told you beforehand, we don't want to go for all the examples one by one. We just want to make some trading examples, including all the things that we covered previously. I mean, the main subjects like how to draw support and resistance levels, how to find chart patterns, and of course, how to find trigger points, which are the points which we see in a specific candle chart or candle charts. Maybe it's single, maybe it's double, maybe it's triple candlestick, which we covered previously, and go for long and short trades. So here we have, as you can see, the price hit this point as a resistance level, and let me change the color to red, and the price wanted to break this point, but it couldn't 2 times. And here we had lots of hits on this point, and this is our support level. Let's see if we wanted to take a short trade here. Why we should take a short trade here? What we can look for? Okay, so we draw, it was the first step, we draw our levels, and now we can see here we have a beautiful engulfing happened here, and we can go for a trade. But before that, exactly in the previous sessions I talked about this. Here we have 3 white soldiers, 3 big green candles telling us the price tends to go up. But again, I must tell this here again because it is really important. Lots of especially beginner traders, even more advanced traders, making these mistakes by not drawing their support and resistance levels correctly, and they think that it's on a support level. So bullish signals must occur on support levels and vice versa. The bearish signals must occur on resistance levels. So if you see one on the other level, I mean, if you see a bullish signal on a resistance area, it's nothing. It is not 3 white soldiers. It's just 3 candles going up. It doesn't mean anything. So we had one engulfing here, and what we could do, we could just take a short trade here, put our stop loss here, and go for a short trade here. And as you can see, it was 1.27% profit with a 10x leverage. Why I use 10x leverage for examples? Because it's a number which is easy to talk about. You can just time it up, divide it down. It's up to you. You can use any other leverage in your mind. In case of Bitcoin, you can use up to even 100x leverage, but we are not doing that. Later on in the sessions, all about the money management, risk management, we're going to talk about this kind of stuff. It's not the point to do that yet. So it hit our target point here. Then now it reached our support level. When should we go for a long trade? Here is the question. The fact is, although our trading strategy is not completed yet, but with the knowledge that we have up to the moment, we have to wait for some confirmation. What is the confirmation that we have? For example, we have a hammer here, but if we took a trade here like this, how should we know where to put our stop loss? And then here the candle range with a wick, with a shadow, just hit our stop. If it was for me and I wanted to take a trade here without considering any other factors, I would have put my stop loss here, and it easily took my stop loss, which we call these stop hunts, which I'm going to talk about later on. Don't worry about that. We're going to have a lot to talk about this, or let's say liquidity traps. But let's make it easier. We must wait first for the price with at least the body of the candle to hit this level. We need the body, not the wicks. It means that it is not reliable. So here, the body of the candle hit our target. I'm sorry, our support level, and then we have 3 white soldiers. Beautifully. We have 3 white soldiers, and we can now enter a trade, put our stop loss here before this wick, and just here close to previous resistance level. And did the price hit our target? Yes, it did. Just beautifully like that. It hit our target like that, and it was another 1.35% of profit. With 10x leverage, it was like 13.5% profit. Okay, here it is. We have a really nice, let me erase this one. We have a really nice example. Okay, although the price didn't hit our resistance level, maybe sometimes it's a little bit lower, maybe it's higher. Do not go hard on yourself. That's the reason we need I tell you, we need other data, we need other informations from the other things like the upcoming sessions about the trading indicators. Lots of things we need to know and combine all the knowledge together to enter a trade, or whether we want to take it or not. But just simple story here. You can see a head and shoulders beautifully happen here. And before that, we have one engulfing here. We have shooting star here. We have bearish spinning top here. But we didn't take these trades. Why? Because the body of the candle didn't hit our resistance level. But then we see that this beautiful head and shoulders happened, which we talked about previously in the chart patterns, completely about them. So if you had a neckline here, as you can see, this was as let me draw it like this with a trend line, because the neckline is not completely horizontal. It was our head and shoulders. You can see it is beautifully happened. Yeah, we wait for the breakout, for a close of a candle below it, just like this, and we took a short trade here. And what should be our stop loss? Stop loss should be above the shoulder. And where is our target point? The target point is going to be from the highest point of the head to the neck, and then from the breakout point of the neck to the bottom. So it's going to be here. Did it hit our target? Yes, it did beautifully. So it was another 48%, almost 0.48%, let's say almost 0.5%. With 10x leverage, it was like almost 5% profit. So how many profits we could make within this trade? Let me just bring back the previous trade that we took, and it was like that. Boom, boom, boom. In just a matter of hours, like from, it was, as you can see, Sunday 26th of March 2023, and the last trade hit our target point on next day in just Monday 27 March 2023, 8:50 a.m. So in less than 24 hours, we made with only 10x leverage if we took our trades. About the leverages I talked previously. You can watch that video. I'm gonna leave a link both above here and down in the description. So we had almost 13% here, almost 14% here, and almost 5% here. 13, 14, 27, and then 5% here. 32% profit. If you had $1,000 and you only took these trades, you would have only the net profit with the percentages, because we have lots of calculations to do. But just simple story, it was almost $300 of profit in less than 24 hours. You know, just name a job down in the description that you can make that money just like that. Working remotely. Let's take a look at another example. Let's first draw our support and resistance level here. Okay, so we have a new level here. We see that there has been a couple of strikes of the price down here, but it couldn't break it. So this is our support level. Let me change the color to green. Maybe in the previous videos you asked yourself, how do I just draw them, copy them like that without doing any more stuff? So if you're just using the desktop version, you can hold on to control button and use left click on your mouse, and then just copy one version of any drawing on your chart and bring it anywhere you want. So just like that. Let me change the color to red. Okay, here's our level. And if we wanted to take a trade here, firstly, we have to be aware of the signals that we have. So we have one shooting star here, but meanwhile, we can see that there is a beautiful double top here. So sharp movement up, went down, up again, and went down. How do we take a trade there? Okay, we had our confirmation there. We had one shooting star. And then let me delete this for a moment. So we have shooting star here, then we had engulfing here. So, and then of course we have a beautiful three black crows here. So lots of confirmations, but let's bring the double top back. We had our neckline here. Here, this candle, after all these confirmations, here, the close of this candle below the neckline is going to be our trigger point. So if we take a trade, if we took a trade here, put our stop loss here, we wanted to go down to the support level, just like that. It hit our target here. 3.46% of profit with 10x leverage. It would be like 34.5 almost percent of profit, which is crazy good. Then if you wanted to take another trade here, and it is not always you having chart patterns and candlestick patterns together, whether you can have one of them or all of them together. But here you can see that we have beautiful engulfing here, and meanwhile it is 3 white soldiers, and this one is a hammer. Before that we had another hammer here, bullish spinning top. So you can see we had lots of confirmations. So we see this one as a strong signal, 3 white soldiers. I want to take this one, for example, then take another trade and go all the way up to the resistance level. And here, boom, beautifully done. And you can just keep going like that. I just wanted to make this session for you to summarize whatever I told you beforehand, but this is not an educational video. You have to watch the previous videos, which you can find the links down below in the description, up here, and go practice, and feel free to ask me any questions that you have. I'm always there for you. How was it? Did you like it? See how you can make money? But sit tight, fasten your seatbelts, because the game has just begun. It's not all about just support and resistance areas. It's not all about candlesticks or even chart patterns. There are tons of data you must to encounter and you must to keep in your mind as a rule of thumbs, and then decide to make some informed trading decisions. In order to do that, in the next upcoming session, I'm going to talk about different high-ranked trading indicators which are mandatory to know, and after that we're going to combine them again in a summary section with the knowledge that we gathered in the previous sessions up to the moment, and step by step we're gonna sum up our knowledge and come up with really good strategies for trading. And let's say we're gonna prepare ourselves for different seasons of the market. So if it is winter of the market, we can prepare ourselves to warm up, or if it is the summer of the market and it's too hot, we're going to cool down, not to be too excited too much. In the easiest word, we're gonna make money in the end of the day, and I'm gonna help you how to do that. So if you really like the content that I'm making for you, please like my videos, because it's going to be shown to the other people who like this niche and they want to be an expert within this field just like you. And please subscribe if you haven't yet, and share my videos with your friends too. I would be really appreciated to answer your questions down in the comments. It is my pleasure. Thank you. See you in the next one.